Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy new moon in Aquarius. We're going to do a collective reading like I do for every new and full moon here in the group. I have needed to do a lot of personal work around this moon. I'm a Taurus, and my sign is one of the signs that's really affected by this new moon. While I'm not an astrologer, I always can tell when the moon is transformative for my sign. So it didn't have to hear it from someone else. But I did go and look it up. This is one of those new moons that is like a tower moment, where it's like a death and a rebirth. It's where things from the past that you think you've already worked on come back up again so that you can clear them to get to the next level. That's what this feels like to me. It's been like a mini dark night of the soul this last couple days. And so I've had to do a lot of nervous system regulation, going over again some of the things that I thought that I already healed coming back up. And that's going to happen. That happens. And that's okay. Because sometimes we think we heal something, and we heal it in our conscious mind. We heal it for our daily thoughts, where we think that it's not there anymore. And it is somehow still deeply embedded in our subconscious or our unconscious. And so this afternoon I will be doing some of my own energy work and subconscious reprogramming work. And that's the stuff that I teach in there we go. That's some of I teach that in both my programs, the subconscious work. How's everybody doing today? If you're joining me live, please say hi. Let me know you're here. Same thing on the replay. If you're joining me on the replay, say hello so I can connect with you. I love connecting with you guys. How have you been? Let me know what's going on for you guys. What's coming up for you? So we have the Fool. New beginnings. The Fool is possibility, innocence. It's spontaneity and optimism, and it's a trust in life. It's like the Fool is like a child. When a child wants something, the child will tell you, I want that. And they don't think about whether or not it costs money or whether or not they've already gotten something, if they think that it's available for them, because they haven't been programmed to think that it's not. And we, in that way, should be like the child, because there shouldn't be any argument about something if we really want it from a righteous point of view, from a point of view where we know we're going to do good with it, that it's going to serve humanity in a good way, then we shouldn't have any limits on that. There shouldn't be any limits on that. And the only limits upon it are the limits that we place on it with our beliefs and with our thoughts. And so the Fool is reminding us that this rebirth that we're having right now is in this new beginning, should be approached like a child, where we should drop our inhibitions and what we think we know about what's available for us, and step into that realm of infinite possibility, that realm of blind faith, and be an adventurer and be brave and follow our joy. We should be following our joy without fear. The Fool is almost like, has a naive energy almost, right? So it's unprogrammed. He's not programmed with all the bad things that can happen if we do the next thing. So he simply blindly follows his joy, thinking that he's going to go and he's going to make his dreams come true, and he's going to go out on this adventure in life. He's brave because he has no knowledge of the limitations that humanity places on themselves. And so it's a good way, in a good way, we should be approaching our life like that. I'm going to expand on that a little bit. So the general energy is that of having courage, of being persistent on the path of realizing your dreams. This is being resilient, creating boundaries, not allowing anything to get in your way of your pleasure, of what you know you want for yourself. Because the truth is, really, the only thing that is standing in the way is you, or anything, or whatever you allow to get in your way, right? And so here's our general energy for this new moon. Stop playing small. Create the plan. Create the bigger vision. What is it that you want for yourself? What do you have to learn? What are the skills that you need to get to where you want to be? What do you have to learn? What do you have to, who do you have to become? What are the personality traits of the people who have accomplished what you want to accomplish? This is planning intentionally, having the foresight to plan for making your dream come true. This is seeing the obstacles and realizing that they are only stepping stones on the path to get where you need to go. Your ultimate goal is at the end of the path. And on the path, you'll see delays, and you'll see challenges, and you'll see obstacles, but they all are necessary stops on the path to get to where you're going. Every challenge is an opportunity. Every delay is for a divine purpose. And so this is a reminder to stop playing small, to stop holding ourselves back, to stop allowing the fact that divine timing is taking place to get us off track and make us think that it's never going to happen. We have to continue to believe in our vision, in our long-term vision, regardless of what happens between here and there. We have to learn how to enjoy the journey, right? And this is a reminder to let go of resistance around what might be coming up right now. Let go of resistance to the fact that you're not where you want to be. It's okay. It's all for a divine reason. There are things to learn, lessons to learn. There are patterns to rewrite and recode. There are archetypes within us that need to be activated. There are skills to be learned. We have to be emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically prepared for what we desire. And if we're not, we can't manifest it like that anyway. That's not how it works. We won't receive it, because if we can't handle it, why would it be given to us? And I would rather wait a little bit longer, and then when I get it, be able to keep it. And so this is a sign to begin asking the question, what do I need to learn? What do I need to know here? What am I not seeing? I just asked that of myself yesterday. And do you know what I was told? That I still need to work on self-worth and the belief that I think that I need to work super hard or have an education or that I have to not like what I do, like those kind of things, in order to make good money. And these are ingrained in all of us. All of us have this, at least to a little bit. Some of us have it much deeper than others, and I have done this work. And here, I thought, because my conscious mind doesn't agree with that. My conscious mind doesn't believe that. It's still coming up for me. And the way I was able to ask and find out what it was, is I got really quiet and I just asked my higher self to please reveal to me, what is it that's still in my way? So instead of continuing to fight the way I felt and to feel the feeling of frustration, I took a deep breath and I just said to my higher self, that's it, I give up. Like, Uncle, tell me, please reveal to me, what is it that I still need to work on? What is this block? What is this thing that's still standing between me and the reality that I desire the most? And I just watched my thoughts, and a couple minutes later a thought came up. And this thought was in the voice of an old friend of mine that I had to stop talking to in order to walk on this path, because this person believes very much in colleges and institutions and institutional learning, and if you don't have this degree and that background and you haven't gone to school for all these years, then you can't possibly do what you want to do in your life. And it's not true. It's just not true. It's an illusion that was created to make money. And I'm not saying that education is not a good thing or that experience is not a good thing. Of course, those are good things. But they're not the be-all and end-all of someone's success. And so I'll be rewriting that myself. And I encourage you to do the same. And so our archetype for this next 2 weeks, till the full moon, is the Queen of Pentacles. And she is nurturing and practical. She is financially stable. She's like a parent. And so tapping into this energy of, we'll be tapping into this energy of, I give, for some of you might be new, so I give a general reading and then I pull an archetype for us to tap into. The tarot is full of archetypes, and these archetypes are all parts of the human journey. They are different roles at different places and in different situations and circumstances along the human journey. And every one of them is part of you. It's part of the human psyche. And so you can tap into these at any time you like. Tap into their qualities and pull them out in you, right? Almost as if you're playing a part in a play, but in your real life. And so the Queen of Pentacles she is nurturing. And so where can you nurture yourself? And where can you nurture your own dreams? Where can you provide for yourself in a very physical way? How can you create stability for yourself in your life right now? In what ways can you nurture yourself in a way that makes you feel safe and that makes you feel provided for? And so the Queen of Pentacles also, she is a earth sign, right? And so she is physical. She's the manifestation of physical things, money, abundance, food, all of the things that please our root chakra, which is all of the ways in which we like to feel safe. So this is your material life. And so what can you do to tap into her and her nurturing energy over this next 2 weeks to support yourself, to make yourself feel safe, and to make yourself feel supported? I will also put a post in here when I get off of the Queen of Pentacles and all of her traits and tributes, so that you can really tap into her and her energy and use it as a guide. Ask her, pull the Queen of Pentacles out of your deck if you have a tarot deck. Put it on your altar, put it on your dresser, put it next to your bed, and ask her, knowing that she's both inside and outside of you, knowing that she is an archetype of the human consciousness and the human psyche, and that she's part of you. She is you at some point along this journey. And knowing that she is also an archetype in the way that she has power over the human consciousness and human energy because of the traits and attributes that humanity agrees upon that she has, right? And so she's in a way an egregore, meaning that she does have a consciousness that exists in a very real way outside of us as well. And so you can ask her for guidance. You can ask your higher self to tap into the Queen of Pentacles and to bring forth her characteristics to help you over the next 2 weeks. And so we had the Fool. Go blindly, walk blindly. Be more like a child when it comes to your dreams. When you go to move towards the next step on the path that you want, you're following your joy. You have in your heart and soul a feeling that you want to have when you get to the place that you're going, right? Don't allow but we don't know how to do that. We're not educated enough. Blah, 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 blah. Don't allow your ego to step in and stop you from doing this. Don't allow your ego to step in. You have to shut down the ego and try to be more like a child, knowing that really the only limitations that ever are going to hold you back are the ones that are coming from the ego, those beliefs and those deeply ingrained neurological programs, those thought patterns. And as I said, you can tap into the Queen of Pentacles, her nurturing energy, to help you nurture your nervous system as you're walking the path, as a child, as the Fool, as someone who's naive to whatever limitations may happen. Remember that just because you know that things might come up along your path that might hinder you, you also know that when those things come up on the path that might hinder you, that they're really not a hindrance. They're more of an opportunity to go deeper, to heal more deeply, to learn more skills, to be more self-aware, to be more emotionally mature, to be more mentally mature, maybe to be more financially mature, right? So that by the time we get to the end result, to the thing that we want the most, we're fully prepared and we can hold it and we can keep it, and then we can call in more of the same, rather than just manifesting things here and there and then they're gone and then you have to continue to manifest. But don't forget, this never ends. This work never ends. There will never be a point in time where you have everything you desire and you desire no more. We are creators, and that's how we create. We create through our desire for different, for more, for better. And so don't forget to be happy with what you have, and to really tap into the gratitude for what you have here and now, and for all the beautiful things that have come before, for all the beautiful things that are here now, for the abilities that you have, for the blessings that you have right now. Because this really is, when we get down to the core of it, we have to remember that if we don't enjoy the journey, then we'll always be putting off our happiness until I get this, until this happens, until. So try to center yourself and try to be grateful for all of the little things. Celebrate all of your wins, because that is the key to opening up the path to what comes next. We have to keep reminding ourselves to tap back in to our higher self, to connect with our Creator, and thank everything that is infinite intelligence for this opportunity to just be here, to just experience life on this blue planet. And if you're having a hard time finding something to be grateful for, I suggest going out in nature, by yourself if possible, or with someone else who doesn't mind being quiet, doesn't have a hard time being quiet, and really just witness and enjoy the magic of nature. That's always what helps me. Take off your shoes, put your feet on the ground, and take in the electromagnetic energy of the earth and let her nurture you. Now, I will put a post in the group about the Queen of Pentacles so that you can see what her attributes are, and all of the things that are amazing about her that you can harness and tap into for yourself over the next 2 weeks. And if anyone would like a private reading, I am doing private readings. I'm doing 10-minute readings for $15 right now. So if anyone would like a private reading, you could ask anything you want. Just send me a message or just write a comment in here. Let me know you'd like a reading, and I will get in touch with you. We can get that done. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I will be popping in again very soon. Enjoy the Super Bowl if that's what you all are watching. I'm going to try my best not to watch it, but it's going to be on, and I think I might be having company. We'll see. My mother-in-law might come, so I may not be back later on today, but most likely tomorrow. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Take care.